Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
But tell me, Eddie, is that a rabbit in your pocket or are you just happy to see me?
So, hello, everybody. Welcome to another Talk Nerdy to Us on St. Patrick's Day. So I'm going to use this intro as an opportunity to again say for $50 super chats, and I figured St. Patrick's Day, so might be feeling a bit more generous. I at least will be taking shots. Steph will be off camera. So
I'll be off camera.
So if she were to take any shots, it'd be Girl Scouts honor, pretty much. But
I will take drinks of water.
Yeah, so she'll take shots of water. I will take shots, pretty much. But we got like a little bit to talk about. Yeah, just a little bit late. I had to handle something like at the last minute when I was about ready to hit go live. But before I say hello to the chat and everything, Steph, let everybody know where they can find you and anything that you might have coming up.
You can find me at the movie theater watching the American Magical Society. Wait.
The Magical Society. And then the Society of Magical...
I forgot what this movie's called.
I just like...
you won't be finding me there.
I'm betting the popcorn bucket will have white tears written on the like around the outside.
You won't find me there. Okay, that's not where you will find me. I will not be seeing that movie. Or maybe I will, and I'll drag Mara with me. I don't know. Maybe me and Mara will have like a girls' night and we'll just watch that movie together.
I'm sneaking really alcohol in, just so you know. I got a nice big bag that I just stick stuff into. So I don't have to spend $4 for a box of candy at the theater.
Yummy.
It's still not on the seas. Oof. But anyway, yes. So we got a few things to talk about, chat on this St. Patrick's Day, and I'll say hello to you guys shortly. I figured I'll give my 2 cents on the whole Matt Walsh situation because he made we decided to. We're not going to go into the entirety of his 20-minute commentary on the whole Sweet Baby Inc. Situation and the wokeness in video games because for one thing, we don't have time. We'd be pretty much EFAPing that 20-minute video for the whole stream. And 2, it's this man has made it perfectly clear for years his feelings towards the gaming demographic as well as anime fans. He's made it perfectly fucking clear his feelings. All right, and 1, you're stating the obvious, dude. Yes, there's wokeness in video games, but 2, that's not the only problem. It's just the tip of the iceberg, pretty much, in this whole scheme of things. I don't know, where were you, Matt Walsh, when the sexual harassment claims are being leveled against Activision CEOs? And where were you for that? And a bunch of other shit that's going on. It's like wokeness in games is just the tip, and all the shit that we've had to deal with these past, 10 years plus at least in the gaming industry. I'm going to give my 2 cents on that just a little bit. And then I found an article that apparently Marvel is reportedly canning Ant-Man 4. I can't fathom why.
Oh, I wonder.
Captain Marvel 3 and Eternals 2, with Bob Iger said to have personally shut down the Eternals sequel for fear it would have been a guaranteed bomb.
Yes, absolutely it would have been.
Yeah, it would have been.
It's taking him quite a long time to realize that, they're not making their money back on these films.
Yeah. So, and then we're seeing the pattern of sequels and live action reboots, essentially, when it comes to Disney in the near future. And then the Red Sonja movie. I don't know much about the character. I never really got into that, really at all got into that franchise. But according to this from the star herself, it's very women empowered and saying that the reboot for Red Sonja will subvert the original's male gaze trope. So, all you evil male gazers, won't be enjoying this one apparently.
Avert your eyes.
I'm expecting the article's kind of the reboot of Charlie's Angels, where it's white men, this is not for you. why aren't white men watching the movie? I'm just waiting for that. And then I have not watched the Crow remake trailer. All right. I have a Forbes article about
You haven't watched it? Well, we need to react to it.
yeah, we're gonna react to it. And I have in the stream description, YouTube, all right, you fucking assholes, that I do not own the rights to the trailer or the Crow remake itself. All right. So I'm giving proper credits.
Did you see Zack Snyder's tweet about Rebel Moon Part 2? Trailer's out tomorrow.
No, trailer's out tomorrow. I did not watch
he put out a poster for it. I can't tell you a single name of I watched Rebel Moon. Okay, from start to finish. And I can't tell you the name of any of these characters.
That is saying something. But even like I said, I did not watch part 1, but as far as the Crow remake, even Forbes is calling the trailer a soulless Hollywood abomination. It looks like a soulless Hollywood abomination. So, from the top, ladies and gentlemen, I see Trey. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you all. Retro Collective, what is up? And Gravy D, top of the morning, afternoon. Lovely ladies and Lucky Chat. Yeah, good to see you. Corey Cochran, what is up? Yes, this is my kick. I will be there tomorrow evening, getting back into more Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Dario, happy St. Patrick's Day. Good to see you. As always, Sydney Senpai. Yes, you bullied Lethal into doing an Elden Ring stream where he died, 12 times to the 2 bosses that he cannot seem to get past. And then, 3 times after that to like other things. And then 7 times to another boss that he cannot get past.
I'm eating soup.
So, Sultan Al-Fahim, good to see you. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Yeah, it's Gaelic, but I'm not going to try to pronounce it. But hello, Rogue Attraction. Good to see you. There's me. Michael. Hey, Mara. Happy fuck Lucky Charms Day. Yes, that's an actual line in the Leprechaun movie. It's like, fuck you, Lucky Charms.
Really?
It's an interesting movie, Steph. If you've not watched Leprechaun. It's actually, I think, Jennifer Aniston's first movie.
Oh.
So, yes. Bradley Scott, what is up? Medalong, hello. Yes, a friend with weed is a friend indeed. There's actually a Leprechaun movie in the franchise called Leprechaun in the Hood. Yeah.
I bet that's Trey's favorite one.
Yeah, it is. Like, it's at least funny to watch, unintentionally funny to watch. Let's see. James Hurley, hello. Thank goodness there's something entertaining on YouTube. On Twitter, I had to deal with their. Nah, yeah, I'm not. I stay out of the drama. I stay out of it. Like, I'm like, not my hill to die on. Mr. Bentham, hello. Mark Jacobs, good to see you. Is a cloud chaser not? Yeah, pretty much is in my opinion. But I'll be going into that a little bit. Let's see. TD, good to see you. As always, let me make sure I don't miss anyone. Tara Crystal, hello. Conroy, hello. Yes, I will be better than Rebel Moon. It's like Rebel Moon is Star Wars in like, without being called Star Wars, essentially, or at least an attempt. And it's Disney Star Wars, so it's like different types of shit.
It's Zack Snyder's movie if he had a Star Wars movie.
Yeah. Phil, hello. Richie, much love from UK. Good to see you. Jonathan Chester, what is up? Hi,
Jonathan.
All right. So I figure I have like Jeremy's tweet up where he plays there's like a small clip of what Matt Walsh said, but like the whole thing segment of Matt Walsh is like 20 minutes. So we're not going to go into that. I'm not EFAPing that shit. Hello, John. Hello. So I feel bad for John. I live vicariously through Lethal's Halo breakdown streams, which John is a part of. So the Halo Paramount series, so I feel sorry for him. So let's show some love to John in the chat. But anyway, and John, you, I believe, sat through the 20 minutes because like Lethal showed it on one of his Lethal Talk streams. But I'm just going to play this clip. So let me just take this back and present, share screen. All right. So this is like a little bit of what he said. We're not going to talk about, like I said, everything. Q Lincoln Park's yeah. All right.
Is that the video game industry, without a lot of fanfare, has transformed into a tool of both propaganda and surveillance. It's an effective way to indoctrinate children precisely because it hasn't received much attention, and also because children spend, many of them, hundreds of hours a year, and that might be an undercount.
Do you know what like children like mostly play? Fortnite. I gotta let my cat out of the room, but Fortnite. I would say children mostly play Fortnite.
Mara left. What do I do?
Yeah, that's right. I let my cat out of the room, but Fortnite. So basically, Fortnite or COD, neither of which is a propaganda machine. Neither of which is propaganda. Fortnite or COD or Roblox. He ironically mentioned Life is Strange. Maybe Apex. I'm saying like the games that I've seen that are popular are like the first person shooter type games like Apex, like COD. Fortnite is more of a third person shooter, but it's and the whole wokeness in video games is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the gaming industry. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Matt Walsh has always thought that video games and, investing so much time in video games, especially as an adult, is an inherent waste of time. He considers it a waste of time. You're an adult. You shouldn't be playing these games. They're for children anyways. And at one point you should grow out of them. Like he thinks that, adult gamers are just wasting their time. They can be focusing on other things, more adult things, more Matt Walsh approved things. So that's where I feel like that's where he's coming from when he talks about this stuff.
Oh, he's made it clear his feelings.
Yeah, he does not support like adult, gamers or gamers in general. He thinks that video games are a waste of time. You could be doing something more Matt Walsh approved with your time. So like that's his view. I feel like that's his viewpoint, and he's when he's making these statements and talking about it, he's talking about it from that point of view where video games are a waste of time. And that's probably why he is just now like noticing all this stuff, because he doesn't keep up with it, because it's a waste of time in his eyes.
Yeah.
So why follow it? Why keep up with, wokeness in gaming when there has been wokeness in gaming for a really long time? But why keep up with it? It's a waste of time. But
why keep up with it?
Here's the
Like,
thing,
he's
though.
not paying attention at all. Like I said, what about where was he when these claims of sexual harassment were being levied against Activision CEOs?
Gaming is a part of entertainment, and I don't think that he understands that. It is a part of entertainment. It falls under the entertainment category. It's and just like there's wokeness in movies, there's wokeness in children's television, there is wokeness in gaming. And gamers, I feel like gamers are like more likely to not put up with it and stand up against it very quickly than people standing up against Hollywood. It takes a while, right?
Yeah.
But gamers won't put up with that shit.
No, like we've been pointing this shit out for the past decade at least. Hi, Wiley Dave. And like this right here, it's like a true intellectual knows not to opine on topics they are not qualified to opine on. Like he's has no idea what he's talking about. The whole Sweet Baby Inc. debacle blew up on Twitter, so now he wants to comment on wokeness in games. Never mind the fact that he's made it clear, like I said, his feelings regarding the demographic, those who game, like, which I want to point out that I have two brothers. Okay, two brothers. One is a doctor, one is a lawyer. They both game, and according to Matt Walsh, they are wasting their time.
Right.
they're not intellectually, like, gaming is not intellectually stimulating. Never mind the fact that both, like, basically one went to medical school and one went to law school.
Mhm.
So
While I don't mind him talking about this, right? Because you want to get more eyes on it. You want to get more people noticing what is going on, right? I don't mind him talking about it. Like, the more eyes on it, the better, honestly. You know, that's why we want more eyes on all of the things that are being invested in, or not invested, infested
Mhm.
with, you know, all of these woke companies and woke people. And, you know, you want more eyes on it. And his platform, like Matt Walsh or not, does bring more eyes to it. But I just think that his reporting on it is what is the problem.
it's how he's approaching
It's how
it.
he's
It's what's
approaching the issue. Yes.
upsetting people.
how
It's
he's
not so much
approaching the issue, that's
what
the
he's
problem.
talking about. It's how he's approaching it
Yeah.
and how he's coming across is what's upsetting most, like, especially the gamers. Because we're like, you're unironically bringing up games that, like, you know, Life is Strange that came out 8 years ago. This is not a new game. It came out 8 years ago. Right, so we've known about this. He's
Right.
It's a severe undercount with this kind of content. So it should get a lot of our attention. And now finally that attention is here. And it's yet another reason.
Yeah, finally the attention is here now that you're reporting on it. Never mind that we've we've been talking about this for 10 years at least.
Right.
keep these games
That's one thing. Like, finally the attention is here. Well, no, the attention has been there. There's been a
Yeah.
lot of pushback. You're just now seeing it and reporting on it. Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's
That's the difference.
that's the difference. Like, finally the attention is here. No, it's been there. There's been a lot of attention, and gamers have been pushing back for a really long time. And I think that that's what he is missing in his reporting, right?
Mhm.
And there should have been just a little bit more of investigating to see, like, you know, gamers have been pushing back for a really long time. And I think that, like, the shit has hit the fan, so to speak, now. So even more people are talking about it. Not like, finally, the attention is here. No.
Yeah, and like this, like, I agree with Tara here, is that video games, like the industry itself, makes more than Hollywood movies.
Yeah. There's more. And you know what? There are, like, with all of these people, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind him reporting on it. Like, that's totally fine. But
Mhm.
just report on it correctly, not like, finally the attention is here. No. Yes, there are more eyes on it because, like, it has reached levels to where gamers are just like, you know what? Fuck this. Like, I'm no longer afraid to speak out. I'm no longer, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
there's just, like, even more people pushing back than there were before. So,
Yeah.
But I don't mind him reporting on it. It's just, like, it's really weird how he is reporting on it.
And like that, you know, like that, and it's again just a modest amount of research. Like, he would not have come across as sounding as he does in the entire, like, 20 minutes that he talked about this.
Far away from your children as possible. And if you do that, games journalists literally.
Guess what, dude? I have a 3-year-old, soon to be 4-year-old niece. Guess what I'm going to be introducing her to? Guess what my brother's going to be introducing her to?
Yeah. Well, this is another problem. Like, you know, he doesn't want people playing these games at all.
Mhm.
Right? Like, don't buy them. Don't buy these games. Don't buy these. Just don't do it at all. Like, well, people are going to do them. What you want is to, just like with Hollywood, right?
Mhm.
Make better entertainment. Make non-woke movies. Support, you know, all of these things. Support non-woke movies. Get better storytelling in movies. Stray away from, you know, you've noticed that, like, the movies that are doing well are the movies that don't really have an agenda. Let's keep the agendas out of video games. Whereas with him, he's just, like, not campaigning or bringing light on games that don't have agendas in them, or campaigning for non-woke games. No, he's just like, walk away from games altogether. Just don't play them. Just keep it away.
You know what I find ironic? Because I'm like, you know, Matt Walsh being a conservative, I'm like, you know, confident that he supports the military, all right? And the drone program, all right? All right, the unmanned drones, the ones that, like, basically the Air Force has and uses to fly over certain areas so we don't risk pilots' lives if we need to, let's say, bomb a certain terrorist target, okay? Guess what demographic the military looks at as potential candidates for that program? Can anybody take a guess what demographic they look at when it comes to that? Like what ideally they would look at? Yes, Trey's right. Gamers. They look at gamers because of hand-eye coordination. Because of hand-eye coordination, they look at gamers.
I was going to say someone in the fashion industry.
Yeah, obviously. Have you seen the uniforms? Hello. But thank you for the $50 super sticker, Gravy. So it is I guess a corgi with like celebrating fireworks going off. But they go after they don't go after gamers. But if you say you're a gamer and like you're joining the Air Force and you say you're a gamer, they're like, you want to drop bombs on the terrorists?
Just down it. Just down the whole thing. Oh, that's what a wimpy shot. Take a double.
Oh, shut up.
Take 2 more. 1 more. Come on, let's go. Down that.
All right, I need to save it for the stream, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the current state of the military. I'm just saying that when I was in the military, and you said you were a gamer, they were like, you want to drop bombs on the terrorists?
Shh, don't say that out loud.
It's like come this way. Come this way. You want to drop bombs? I got the perfect job for you.
No one's supposed to know.
Yeah, I know. So I was like, that's what they do. That's what they did. Their ears, their eyes just lit up. They're like, you're a gamer? Anyway. I just find it ironic that he, like this Matt Walsh, who supports the military, hates gaming.
Yeah.
And yes, gamers make the perfect drone pilots because of hand-eye coordination. I just find that ironic, incredibly so. But let's just finish this clip. There's only about 11 more seconds left.
Really, the lowest form of journalists on the planet will accuse you of harassment. And that's exactly how you'll know that you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, no shit. No one takes games journalists seriously. No one takes gaming journalists seriously.
No. Nope. Been making fun of games journalists for a long time.
Whenever like someone play, like, you know, whenever we like, now granted, I don't care what mode you play a game on. I really don't give a shit, right? But the joke is, if someone plays a game on easy mode, we call that games journal mode, pretty much. We call that games journal mode. We don't take gaming journalists seriously, especially not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Especially not anymore. We don't take them seriously. Experience like Mike Drew said I would get money and women love the American fighting man. Well, he's not exactly wrong. So.
Did you hear that bang?
A little bit.
Okay. My bad.
Yeah. Judgment. I know judgment is also necessary, but for drone pilots, they like love someone with hand-eye coordination. And whenever like gaming tells them that that person at least likely has good hand-eye coordination. Yeah, like Shield Wall, not anymore. Way too many 10 out of 10 trash ass games. It's obvious they are lying to shill. Yeah, so we don't take them seriously. No one takes Kotaku seriously. No one takes the gamer seriously. No one takes Polygon seriously or anything like that. On Games Journal mode, the game should play itself pretty much. That's the Games Journal mode. So, but there it is. You know, like I said, the whole segment with Matt Walsh takes like 20 minutes, and there's a lot to unpack in that 20 minutes, but like we're not going to go into that because that would take the entirety of the stream.
Nope. I don't think I mentioned I'm off camera today in case you haven't noticed. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm off camera because my internet isn't the greatest right now, so I have to hardwire in, and I haven't done that yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going off of, you know, my Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. What's your Wi-Fi password?
So
Steph,
that's why I'm off
thing,
camera right now.
What? Do the thing, you know, the one you want to what? Confuse Mara.
Oh my god, I forgot already. I forgot. DM me. I forgot. Hold on. I forgot.
Yeah, DM her because she's like, just like, oh, I forgot. All right, okay. Moving on. You know what? Let's react to the Crow trailer. How about we do that, chats? Because Forbes of all places. Now, I've not watched the trailer, so this will be my first time reacting to it. I mean, when I say the Crow trailer, I mean like the Crow 2024 movie. Just for you, Trey. But I gotta do it because I haven't, and I want to give my honest impression of it. But the Forbes of all places is calling this looks like a soulless Hollywood abomination. Forbes of all places. Now, I'm not saying that Forbes is like basically a woke fest, but more often than not, most like I read Forbes articles and I'm like, yeah, this isn't real journalism. This isn't real journalism. This will be your fourth time watching this will be my first time. Hey, Abomination. So according to Eric Kane, oh look, he writes about video games. All right, so it looks like a soulless Hollywood abomination. All right, so we're not going to go into the article itself. I do appreciate that he says that talks about the 1994 version of The Crow and how Lee was not only perfect in the role but extremely dedicated to his performance. All right. During the shoot for his resurrection scene, he submerged himself in ice water because he thought that coming back from the dead must feel extremely cold. He took the role very seriously, working closely with director Alex Proyas and stunt coordinator Jeff Amata to craft his character. All right. And anyone who's if you've not seen the 1994 Crow, highly recommend it. Rest in peace, Brandon Lee. But there is only one Brandon Lee. But here it is. Okay, I'm stealing myself, chat. Okay.
What's the first thing you liked about me?
I felt that you were quite brilliantly broken.
You feel like my person?
Already, I fucking hate it. They were in jail. That's no. No, I've not seen that, Jacob.
So I'm gonna say real quick, I have never seen the original Crow movie. Mara has told me what it's about, so I know what it's about, but I've never seen the original Crow movie. I'm going based on just this trailer and Mara's reaction, which is obviously she loves it.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell by her face.
Eric Draven and his girlfriend Shelley were never in jail. They're supposed to be the antithesis to the fucking bad guys in the movie. The reason why they are killed is okay. I can't go into the reason why Steph hasn't seen it, but the reason why they were killed has nothing to do with the fact drugs were involved or anything like that. No, they were good people. They were good people. Yeah, the co-ed jail. Somehow it's a fucking co-ed jail. And they're wearing pink. Okay.
You feel like my person.
What's the worst
He
thing?
looks like a fucking tweaker, by the way. Not a rock star. He looks like a fucking tweaker.
You've ever done?
Is he supposed to look like a rock star?
Yeah, he's supposed to be like a musician. He's a struggling artist. He's a struggling guitarist. He's a musician.
Well, I mean, I've seen musicians that look like him.
Yeah, so he's a musician. He's never been to jail or anything like that.
Okay.
I shouldn't have seen
Okay.
any of it.
Julie! Julie! Please don't do that!
Okay, the way he dies in the original is a lot more brutal than that. What the fuck was that? They get killed by fucking bags.
How did they get killed in the original Crow?
Shots. And Eric's body actually falls out the window.
Oh.
And they sexually assault his girlfriend.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's a lot more brutal. It's a lot more. You don't see it. You don't necessarily see it, but it's a lot more brutal than that.
Wow. Okay.
Now they have a whole shape of water. They have a whole shape of water.
When someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. But sometimes something so bad happens that the soul cannot rest.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with this shit. You never like this. You don't see anything like this in the original. He returns and we find out the whole crow angle.
Okay. But now it's being explained to the audience by
it
someone
has
else.
to be explained to the
it has to be explained to the audience by someone else. Okay.
Yeah.
Until you put the wrong things right. You were given the power of a god. But you're running out of time to save her.
What?
So he can die, or he can't die? So he can like regenerate his skin like Wolverine?
Well, he can't die, basically. Like whenever he's supposed to be bulletproof. At least early on in his revenge quest, he's supposed to be bulletproof. So he can't die. He can't be killed. It's only when the revenge itself is close to being complete, then he can be injured. Yeah, it's like he's immortal until he finishes his quest. Like when he's close to finishing his quest, then he can be injured.
Okay.
Atris and Multimoldi. So like he's supposed to be bulletproof. Like he doesn't die and then just like get resurrected or like each time. No, he cannot be killed.
Because it looks like he's not being resurrected every time. It looks like he's just in a regenerative state. Like he's just waiting for his body to heal.
And what's the angle of him having to save her? Like in the original, she's dead. She's moved on pretty much. And like when his quest is complete, he's finally able to be reunited with her. He never has to save her. The whole point is him getting revenge on the men that brutalized his girlfriend and killed the both of them.
Uh-huh.
So nothing to. Yeah, the bird.
So he doesn't have to save her in the original. There's no saving her.
There's no saving her.
So in the original, he's trying to get revenge so he can just be reunited with her, like what, in heaven or something?
Yeah, and like in heaven, basically, okay. Basically into the light. Essentially, they never really say heaven, but pretty much it's heaven. So he can be reunited with her because the crow. He's brought back to life, and then he becomes a conduit for the power given to him by the crow to exact his revenge on the bad guys. And he's like righting a wrong. That's it. He's righting a wrong, and they were truly terrifying. Like the bad guys in the original Crow, they're like, so like
I don't know what's they got suffocated by bags.
Yeah, and this one they get suffocated by bags. So all right.
I like his tattoos, Joe. Oh.
I'm gonna kill them. Every single one of them.
I don't like his hair.
Yeah, that's why he looks like a tweaker. That's why Brandon Lee looks a lot better. What's that? I don't get that whole.
He killed you. Yeah, he did.
Mara's so annoying.
You need to watch the original Crow because like there's no emotion there. There's no emotion. Like there's literally a scene in the original Crow where Brandon Lee comes in and he's telling a joke, a crucifixion joke.
Okay.
Like he has a lot more emotion in that. He's like, Jesus walks into a hotel, and as he's getting shot, he puts 3 nails down onto the counter. He's still getting shot as he's saying this, and goes, "Can you put me up for the night?" So it's like, and like he like just original hits. Yes, the original just hits harder. I'm not getting anything from this.
Is this rated R?
If it's rated, I don't know.
Let me look.
Most likely it is just based on like the level of blood and violence, but
Yeah, but maybe not.
I'm saying like I don't know.
We have a problem. He came for us.
I don't know who this bitch is supposed to be, because there's nothing like that in the original movie.
First time.
Looks like he got inspiration from the Joker from The Dark Knight in his look.
Yeah, so I have a question about that.
Mhm.
When in the original Crow,
Mhm.
what is his name? Brandon Lee?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he also like paint his face,
So
or
he
does he just come back like that?
He paints his face, but there's like a purpose like when he does it.
What was the purpose?
Like did you see like you see this picture here?
Yeah.
Kind of like how how the Harlequin mask kind of looked. Like he like
Mhm.
So maybe I should like play the original trailer so you can see. Also, they include the original trailer or the trailer for the original movie in this article here.
Okay.
too.
But I'm just saying, what is the purpose of the?
So
What is the purpose of
It's,
him like drawing on his face or creating a mask? Is there a purpose for it?
face paste like not like saying like yeah, it's kind of like I'll go with this. It's kind of like war paint in a way, where like he's basically accepted his purpose. And from a mask he had. So basically like, he looks in his room and like cuz he comes back to his his apartment. So it's like, and there are like they had there's masks that he and his girlfriend had and he looks at it and he gets inspiration like from one of the looks, how the mask looked, and he uses it like war paint.
Okay.
So when he exacts his revenge, like he's like, it's kind of like the past coming back to haunt those he's going after.
Mm-hmm.
So
He collected masks. It reminded him of Shelley. Okay.
yeah, like Shelley's his girlfriend.
Face.
Yeah, Shelley's his girlfriend.
Oh, okay. So,
and I don't know what they're doing with with this character. I can't remember his fucking name. I'm blanking on his fucking name. This trailer's pissing me off so much, but he's like the top, the final boss.
uh-huh.
He's supposed to be the final boss, and I don't know why is he like this? And it shoots up at the very end. I'm like, yeah, he's not even painted at this point. He's supposed to be painted.
So, okay, so in this one, in the 2024 version, he only suits up at the very end, whereas in the original one, he was suited up the whole time?
Pretty much the whole time. Early enough on that like the entirety of the movie that's the Crow.
Oh, okay.
That's like pretty much. Yeah, the actor playing the villain is good, but I don't know what they're doing with him. And the Crow has created truly tragic events. Because,
Right.
like I said, he and his girlfriend were good people. That they're not supposed to be druggies. They weren't not supposed to be like former inmates or anything like that.
Okay.
It's not anger. It's love.
Little part of that is true, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of anger behind that too.
what you've become. You know that love promises only pain. You have no idea what hell awaits you. No, I do.
How many people have you loved?
I'll never be alone.
I'll never be alone. Never be alone.
Dear
Never
Christ.
be alone. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. 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 I'll never be alone.
Modern audience.
Look,
you know.
I don't know. Like I don't have just looking based on this trailer, it doesn't really like excite me, you know, like I'm not excited about it. I like the actor. I like Bill Skarsgård. I think he's a great actor, but I also don't think that, again, this is just another movie that is going to upset audiences because there's no need for this movie. I'm pretty sure that, hold on, let me just double check something. Like not even the I think everybody is knocking this trailer. Like nobody wants this movie. Nobody thinks this movie needed to be made. There's no need for it. And it's just sort of like, it's just another movie that sort of like just is remade and just completely shits on the original. And it's a remake for the sake of hoping that people who liked the original movie will come and see this one and just, you know, here, give us your money. You know, it's just a soulless cash grab. It's pretty much what it is. It's a soulless cash grab.
It is. It pretty much is. It pretty much is. And thank you for the $50 super chat, Mike Hill. Yes, I did need a shot after that. But you know what else we need? We need to watch the original trailer so we can see how much better the original was.
I want to see, here it is. I want to see if
18 up.
Yeah, the trailer is ratioed.
Yeah.
The trailer itself on YouTube is ratioed.
Well, see, the thing is, Hollywood has been remaking films. I wouldn't say like every remake necessarily is a soulless cash grab, all right? Because Hollywood has been remaking their own movies for decades. Like, this is nothing new. The whole concept of remaking any film from Hollywood is nothing new. Case in point, Ben-Hur, all right? The original was in the 1920s, and the one most people know is the Charlton Heston one from the 1950s, and then you have the one from 2019, I believe it was, pretty much. So Hollywood's been doing this for a long time. Not everyone is a soulless cash grab. Most
I feel like when you
cash grabs, not everyone.
When you do a remake, right, it's because you want to improve on the film. Maybe there's technology that wasn't there when the original was made, so you want to improve on the original, right? Let's improve it. Let's make it better. Let's make it what it should have been. Like, but just like the technology wasn't there. So this is something that can be improved upon so that you can really experience the story the way it was meant to be told, right? With like the true visionary of the original movie, that it could not be realized because, you know, the technology wasn't there. And now we can improve upon it and make it what it should have been. Right. So that's where like a remake is good. Right. So you can actually improve upon the movie and make it better, make it grander, you know, to the experience where to where like the experience like it should have been. Right. But this is something that like I said, it's a soulless cash grab because the original is perfectly fine. There's nothing to improve upon. There's no story that you can do that would make it better. There's no actor that you can cast that would improve upon the original. So there's nothing really that you can improve upon, which makes it a soulless cash grab because you're not going to. Back then, you could do things in movies, right? They're probably more than likely not going to include the grape of the character. According to you guys, she was brutally beaten, and you're not going to do that because in today's society, oh my gosh, you can't show that in a film.
No.
Like how you cannot do that. There are things that they could do in Hollywood that won't get backlash in today's society, right? So So they can do that. They can show the humiliation of this woman character by having her be, raped by all these men and beaten to death. Whereas if you do that now, people will write essays about it.
Oh yeah, like Russian length novels, pretty much on like why you can't
people
do
will like
something
write
like that.
essays on it. So you're taking that brutality that the main character experienced and witnessed in his girlfriend, you're taking that brutality out of the film, okay? So that the brutality was there, and I mean, I'm just going off what you guys are saying. That brutality is there, and he's witnessing all of that, which just fuels his rage for for vengeance, right? Because he witnessed all of that brutality and humiliation of his girlfriend. That would just fuel him to want revenge on these men, right? She just witnessed something, and they both die. By
where it's like
they both die of suffocation.
Yeah, in the original version, it's because she's actually willing to stand up to these bad guys in a way, which draws their attention to her, and that's why they target her and Eric Draven. So I get where you're coming from, Dave. Nothing about that trailer grabbed me. Nothing. Like I'm kind of comparing it to like how the original. I'm comparing to how the original felt, how visceral the original movie was. This one does not grab me at all, and I think Bill Skarsgård should stick with being villains. I don't see him as the good guy. But here's the original. Here's the original trailer for the original film.
Is he supposed to be the good guy in here, or is he like? Because I mean, he's killing a lot of people.
Yeah, he's supposed to be, I guess, essentially good.
Like an anti-hero, maybe.
Whammon and feelings, yes. Eric Draven isn't a fucking druggie. No, he's not. But here's the original movie.
Chipotle's chicken al pastor is bad.
That's okay.
The wait is over.
Okay.
You can play it soon.
People once believed that when someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. But sometimes, just sometimes, the crow can bring that soul back to put the wrong things right.
Can he fly?
He can't exactly fly, but he has certain abilities.
Okay.
So he's not exactly flying, but he's able to do certain things that no human can. So.
Is that gasoline I smell?
You look like Brandon Lee's personality, how he delivers his lines versus Bill Skarsgård. I'm just saying.
Victims, aren't we all?
I didn't really hear Bill Skarsgård really say anything in the trailer. It was just him sort of like brooding and looking around, and then action.
Yeah. Like he did say stuff, but the fact that like it didn't register tells you something. Whereas like Brandon Lee, he's actually putting in a performance.
Okay. It's interesting that this trailer said real love is forever, whereas like the other one said like love is tragic or something like that. What did it say?
Like something about true love, but this is like real love.
What did it say at the end? It said
So you might be a fan remake, but like basically this just to show the difference. It's a true love, okay, like I said, yeah, it's a true love. True love never dies. Can't rain all the time. Yeah. See you, Gravy. I'm gonna be going for just a little bit longer. So we got a couple more articles to go into. Yeah, the street cop basically. So I don't know where the street cop character is necessarily, or at least someone close to that, who's close to Eric and Sarah. So hello, Eric. But there it is. Like, just like at some points, if you have the time, watch the original, The Crow. It's not that long of a movie. And it picks up quickly.
Here, I want to show you something.
Let me just stop sharing this.
What do we think? He ain't got no shirt on.
Yeah. Nope. No shirts.
No, gotta show off.
Look at his
Suicide hair. I don't like his hair.
No, that's the thing.
His hair is weird.
No.
He's so much like like, why do you gotta do face tattoos? It's like the joke. It really is like Jared Leto's Joker as the Crow.
Yeah, it pretty much is. I'm not saying it shows like the street cop in the original trailer. I'm saying, like, where is that character? I'm not seeing that character or anything like that in the remake. I'm not seeing any character like that has some connection to Eric and Shelley.
He looks like Post Malone.
Where's like, a character equivalent to the little girl, the one that looked at Eric and Shelley as like parents because her own mother was a druggie.
Does that say lullaby?
Yeah, it looks like it says lullaby.
Okay.
It's almost as bad as damaged.
Yeah, I think it says lullaby. What does this say? Dice? Piss? Diz? Is that a D? D-I-S-E.
Mm-hmm. D. Maybe it's paradise. I don't know.
Oh my God! He put his hands together and they say paradise.
I'm guessing, like, the right hand, and the left hand, like paradise, the way it's spelled.
Oh no!
I'm just guessing. Yeah, it's Sarah. Like, where's Sarah?
No, I think you're absolutely. I think you're 100 on that. I think you're on point.
So, like, I said about as bad. It's like paradise. Just put his fists together.
Yes.
Paradise.
Paradise. He's gonna like show that, right before he goes to heaven with his girlfriend. I'm going to
paradise.
Oh no! Why though? Look at his hair too. Yeah, he looks like Post Malone.
I don't think it'll necessarily be a box office success because it's. I don't think necessarily it'll do poorly, per se, but I don't think it'll be a success necessarily either. Just because of the fact that you have people who are checked out of just reboots in general, and in particular, soulless cash grab reboots. Most people are checked out, and when you have the trailer itself getting ratioed, I'm betting that it's not a lot of people are going to see this movie.
Here's another thing. I don't like that he's wearing like super low rise, like early 2000s jeans either. Like, look where his belly button is, and he's like ultra low rise jeans, like Britney Spears 2004.
All he has to be doing is Dancing with Knives at this point. He's into drugs and gambling, which is like pretty much the antithesis of Eric Draven.
Maybe not 2004, maybe like 2001.
So
no, 2004.
I'm just gonna close this tab, but yeah, I'm not impressed.
Did they remove all of the Catholicism?
It looks like they did. It looks like they did. Because I don't recall seeing anything like that.
So how much of the movie was was it included in the original? Was there a lot? I would say that they probably did remove that angle just because
there wasn't a lot, but like it definitely wasn't glossed over either. Like I wouldn't say like it's like wasn't exactly in your face per se, but like you could definitely tell like certain elements of Catholicism with like aesthetics, the fact that where the final fight takes place.
Is it in a church?
Yeah. So
there's 5 chromosomes.
There's elements where it's like it seems like they did remove some like those elements.
Okay.
At least that's what the impression I'm getting now that I think about it, because like just the fact of where, like I said, where the final fight takes place between Eric Draven and the main villain. Like there were those hints.
I wish I could see like this hand. I want to see if it says para.
Yeah, I can't tell. Lullaby.
What? Lullaby. Lullaby. Yeah, spider web behind his ear. His hair looks stupid.
Yeah. There's only one Brandon Lee, so if I watch this movie, I'm definitely not seeing it in theaters. Let's put it that way. I'm not planning on seeing it in theaters. But all right, let's talk real fast of the Red Sonja movie.
You don't want to talk about the American Society of Magical Negroes? Making a whopping $1 million.
Okay, hold on. I gotta find that article. What, $1 million?
$1 whole million.
News.
I'll bring it up for you. Here, I'll bring it up. Okay.
False. God damn. Holy shit. Only 1 million is opening weekend?
1 whole million.
Yeah, Dr. Evil voice. $1 million.
$1 million. $1 million. Where is it?
Well, okay, this doesn't have it. Is it on MovieWeb? Let's see.
She's looking, everybody. She's looking. She's looking.
Nope, it's not on that MovieWeb. Because I did a search and I see reviews come up. But not like, oh, like here, like, here's the weekend box office. Let me just.
Here, I shared it.
Okay.
I shared it. Okay, look, this is coming from Variety. All right. Box office Kung Fu Panda, Dune ruling again. Let's go. But at the very bottom, it tells you everything at the box office. Okay. But at the very bottom, right here at the end of the article, this last sentence right here. Focus features the American Society of Magical Negroes earned much worse reviews and is faring poorly, seeing a little over $1 million from over 1,000 locations. Right there. Look at the bottom right here. It's like they didn't want to include it because
I don't know what's more sad is the fact that
this whole article, it's like they didn't want to include it. Like,
yeah,
they did not want to include right?
it.
Too long. Nobody reads anymore. Okay, too long. Didn't read. No one's gonna read it. So let's just put it here at the bottom. So it's just like it's just there. It's just there at the bottom.
But if they add, it's not. But if they added, like normally the theater is just like a little over 4,000 whenever it's like widely distributed. So that would only be, even if they added like it to like the normal number of theaters they would have, that would have been just a little over $4 million. That's not good opening weekend.
It did
$1,000 a theater is not good.
It did worse than Kristen Stewart, right? I think she's the main girl in Love Lies Bleeding. It did worse than that. 2.5 million. It did worse than that.
Like that, like 1,000 per theater is not good.
It did worse than the lesbian crime thriller Love Lies Bleeding. Yep.
That's sad.
$1 million. Why do you think that is, Mara? Why don't you think?
I don't know. Maybe because people are sick of being lectured.
Not a lot of people went and saw this film.
Maybe because people are sick of being lectured.
This is what we needed, right? Like Hollywood is saying, like these are the movies that need to be made. Okay, these teach us valuable lessons. Now, why do you think that nobody went and saw this film?
I don't know. White people are slow, I guess. I don't know, because it's just, I'm like looking at this going, I don't know, maybe because they actually just want to be entertained. Maybe they want to just watch movies that they can escape into, like, Dune 2. No matter what my feelings are for the current Dune movies, people want to go see Dune Part 2. Even people wanted to go see Kung Fu Panda 4, which is not that good. Hell, like, Arthur the King, the movie I want to see because it looks genuinely wholesome, earned more than that. The American Society of Magical.
Arthur the King, it's Lionsgate new based on a real dog drama. Arthur the King earned $3 million.
Yeah. Right. Which I do want to see. I would like to see that movie in theaters. I didn't have a chance to do so this weekend, but I do want to see that movie in theaters because it's actually looks like a wholesome movie. It's not going to beat you over the head with any type of agenda whatsoever, whether it's like one political side or the other political side or anything like that. I want to see a movie, just a movie, an entertaining movie.
It's expected to earn south of 8 million heading into the weekend.
Yeah, so that's actually pretty decent for I would say, like not a big budget movie.
Mm-hmm.
And like an actual movie where it's like, hey, our focus is on the story, nothing whatsoever to do with lecturing the audience. Because people don't go to see movies to be lectured to. If they wanted to do that, they can take up plenty of college courses to do so in their spare time. People want to see movies to escape. People want to play video games to escape. People want to read books just to escape. They do not want to be lectured to. When I say books, I mean like, fictional books. Not obviously, you read a nonfiction book, you're being lectured to because you're reading something that's supposed to be historically accurate or accurate information.
Mm-hmm.
But fictional stories, you just want to escape. Just want to escape. That's it. Just want a good story. Yeah, it's just a feel-good story. That's what people want nowadays. Just a feel-good story. Because given the fact that we've been beaten over the heads the past 3 to 4 years, what everything that's been going on, whether it's the U.S. economy, whether it's what's going on in the entire world, we just want to escape.
Yeah,
that's it. Last Voyage of Demeter could have been good. My biggest problem with it was nothing to do with wokeness or anything like that, was that it did not make sense given the events that happened in the Dracula novel. Just did not make sense. So that's just my feel. Just enough with the politics on both sides. We don't want it.
Right there, it made 1.25 million. There's nothing yet, though. I don't know what the budget is for this movie.
Let me see.
Nope.
Yeah, nothing on the budget.
Nothing on the budget.
Shocker.
You think they'll release it? I mean, they have to, right? They kind of
They do in a way have to, because it's like,
Yeah.
what's the beauty of the Freedom of Information Act?
So funny. Trey says The Beekeeper made money because it was just a simple action movie. Yeah, The Beekeeper did so well. I want a beekeeper too.
Yeah, like
I
it's
wanna
just
know
simple,
more.
just simple revenge fantasy action movie. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just it. But here's another movie. We'll just talk about this real fast. That I feel like it's going to be a repeat of the Charlie's Angels reboot, and that is White Man. You know, you over there, White Man. This movie is not for you. And then fast forward past the release of this film, and you'll have articles going, why didn't white men see the Red Sonja movie? Well, when you have the star herself saying that the reboot will subvert the original's male gaze trope, so avert your male gaze, you perverted freaks, this movie is not for you. This movie is not for you because it's very women empowered. I'm calling it right here. I'm calling it right here. We're going to see articles where men, this movie is not for you. They're going to say that because they're already starting with this. And then they're going to turn around when it bombs at the box office because, you know, obviously you're telling men that this is not made for them. And they're going to wonder why men did not go to see it. Why didn't you support this movie? It'll be Charlie's Angels reboot all over again. Because this is what she's like. It's very women empowered. Let's see if there's anything. Okay, so basically, all right. Lutz said, so the actress is Matilda Lutz. I have no idea who she is. I really don't fucking care. But she says, and I quote, so what I can tell about Red Sonja, I mean all of the little 5-minute research you did for the character, is that the first ones and the comics were made with a very male-gazed orientation. This is a completely different story, and it's very women-empowered, which I loved about the script. She pretty much just killed it with that quote. She killed pretty much any chance men would have seen this movie with that quote. So, and this tells me that she did not do any research whatsoever, and that she's just parroting what she was told. She says, so what I can tell about Red Sonja, not that what I've researched, not what I've read, not what I've studied. No, what I can tell about Red Sonja is that the first ones in the comics were made with very male gaze orientation. So that tells me that she's just basing it off of what some schmuck told her about the original Red Sonja. In this remake, she's actually she's actually a redhead in a way. Stig's the one who shared this with me technically, so yeah. Original Red Sonja is 6'1". She actually looks like a warrior who can defeat men. Yeah. She can actually defeat men. And she's over 6 feet.
Uh-huh.
But you sexual deviants, and I'm talking about you toxic male gazers, this movie's not for you. Apparently, this movie's not for you.
So then
let me see if there's a picture of. I guess that's the actress there. I don't know who.
I swear to God, isn't this what Margot Robbie said about Harley Quinn in when she did the Birds of Prey movie, right? I wanted to cover up Harley Quinn. It's not just about all that. She said that, right? Isn't it also another actress said that? What is her name? The girl from Cowboy Bebop, the actress.
Oh
from
yeah,
Cowboy
the actress
Bebop.
Faye. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
She said something to the same effects, right? Or to the same.
She did. Because people were commenting on how trash the costumes looked. They weren't commenting on how revealing her outfit was or anything like that. They were just commenting on this looks like trash, and they're looking at the pictures and they're looking at the costumes. And they're like, well, obviously you need you need me to be sexualized. I'm like, I'm criticizing you this shit too.
Right. And then a lot of people criticized Margot Robbie's outfits in Birds of Prey. They're like, your outfits were shit,
Yeah.
right? Your outfits were
Yeah,
trash. Like,
Danielle.
nobody liked the clothing, but she wanted to keep Harley Quinn, covered up for the most part in Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
And there's been plenty of actors. Those are the two that like come to mind right now. But there've been plenty of actresses who've said that, like, I'm not here for the male gaze. I'm not here to be sexualized. And it's like, dude, nobody was sexualizing the character beforehand. Yes, people liked the outfits and things that the character wore, and I think like commenting on the female form is not sexual. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not inherently sexual. It's just like, holy shit, she looks fucking gorgeous in that outfit. Men and women will say that.
I love when they bring up the male gaze
on men is like
they forget the lesbians. Lesbians
Right.
want something sexy to look at too. Bisexual women want something sexy to look at too. So
this
they're
is the whole
the people
thing.
who are
She's going to
supposed
say
to
this, and she's going to be like, "This movie is not for you." Okay, well, you know what? Women don't want to go see strong women who act and look like men. Like that. That's not what we want to go see. And honestly, like Barbie is the perfect example of that, right? Yes, Barbie was like, after watching it so many times, like Barbie is a trash movie. I don't like the movie. I like the idea and the concept behind the Barbie movie. Its execution was very poor. Okay, but it made you feel girly. What were women doing when Barbie movie was in theaters? They were dressing up. They were being more feminine. They were all wearing pink and going and seeing this incredibly girly movie. And women aren't supporting these other strong female characters who, for whatever reason, Hollywood thinks that, to be a strong female character, you have to give them male traits. Women don't want to see that. All right. We're girly. We're inherently girly. We're different. We're completely different than men. We don't want to see ourselves in men. We don't want to see, men's characteristics be put on us. I'm pretty sure that that's like the opposite of what women want, right? It's like a separation of the male and female. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see like strong women acting like men up on screen. And for whatever reason, Hollywood thinks we want to see that. And Barbie is the perfect example of we don't want to see that. Right? We like Barbie. She's feminine. All that stuff. It's cute. It's girly. You want to dress up and go and watch the Barbie movie. Okay? That's the perfect example. Regardless of the Barbie movie being trash or not, I think that's a perfect example of a movie being targeted to women. Like, that is their target audience. They knew how to market to them.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
Well, it's
right?
twofold with this, because if masculine traits are inherently toxic, then why are you giving masculine traits to female characters? Like, that's like, like the disconnect there is just mind-boggling. And two, women, like, like if you want like a relatable character, no one is perfect. Men aren't perfect. Women aren't perfect. But then you give us these Mary Sue tropes, or these Gary Stu tropes, pretty much, of idealized characters that no one can ever achieve, because they're going with the Mary Poppins mentality of practically perfect in every way.
Yeah.
No one
and
is.
People aren't perfect. You can't strive to be that. Right. We have heroes because they are imperfect characters. It's why a lot of people like superheroes, right? Because they're not just, you strive to be like that, but they're also human. They also make mistakes. They go through trials. And
I mean, Batman is psychologically damaged. He's not perfect, but he's a hero. And people like, aspire to be at least that regard. They look up to him. He's not perfect. He's a male character, but I love the character. I love his rogues gallery. Spider-Man's not perfect. No characters are no real good
honestly,
characters.
Like, if these actors are speaking about a movie like this or a character they're playing, honestly, it just turns people off. It turns people off nowadays. It's like, okay, you know what? I don't want to see it. On one hand, it's going to turn, I guess, like the audience who would go and see this movie, right? The male audience who would go and see this movie is going to turn them off and be like, this movie's not for you. Okay, fine. We're not going to go and see your fucking movie. And women who don't know who this character is, right?
Yeah.
Who don't know who this character is, aren't interested to begin with. But you're also playing a very woman empowered character, and women are just honestly turned off by that too. So nobody's going to see this movie and it's going to fail.
Yeah, they pretty much are. I mean, like I said, I would have, if they had like just given us a good story, I most likely would have given this movie a chance. Most likely would have given it a chance just because, like, I would, okay, like, let's see what you're doing, bringing this character to the screen, because they've already brought Conan to the screen, so let's see what they do with Red Sonja. No, I'm checked out. Just with that quote, I'm checked out. So if I watch it, it's going to be the special copy I get sent to by the studios. Otherwise, I'm not going to like give it really my time of day. If that's the case. Hey, TJ. So we got one more article to cover, ladies and gentlemen. It took Bob Iger long enough to come to this conclusion, if this is true. But Marvel reportedly cans Ant-Man 4. Shocker. See ya, Mark. Shocker, given the success of Ant-Man 3 and the Communist Ant Uprising. Captain Marvel 3. I thought the Marvels were supposed to do gangbangers at the box office. And Eternals 2, with Bob Iger said to have personally shut down the Eternals sequel for fear it would have been a guaranteed bomb. Took him long enough.
What? I'm sorry. I was listening to something.
No, I'm just saying, like, it took Bob Iger long enough to realize that, hey, like, shut these projects down because these are guaranteed bombs. Reportedly canning Ant-Man 4, Captain Marvel 3, and Eternals 2. And so reportedly, yeah. So, as is going on. According to this, the last film personally brought to a halt, so that's Eternals 2, by Disney CEO Bob Iger out of fear that, like its predecessor, it would be an absolute box office bomb. Word of this supposed shakeup to Marvel's already tattered cinematic plans was first raised on the evening of March 13th, courtesy of noted scooper Daniel RPK. All right. This Scooper reported that the decision to scrap the aforementioned trio of future MCU outings has been made as part of a turn by the studio away from risky projects and more towards surefire successes. But I thought are they in Phase 5 now? I thought Phase 5 was supposed to be a success. Post Phase 3 and all that. I thought it was supposed to be a success. Did I miss something, chat, with everything that's been going on?
I'm honestly shocked that it took them this long.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
they
like,
were still planning on an Eternals 2 movie. What are you talking about? Also, the Eternals saved lives. Like, that movie saved lives. All right, it saved. It ended racism. Okay, so the fact that they're canceling that movie, they're canceling a movie that saves lives. Like, what?
I did not see the Eternals in theater, but what it reminds me of is when I would go. I know I'm going to like be judged thoroughly by you guys in the chat, most like all you extremely religious types. But when I was in basic training, I would go to church on Sundays just to be able to sleep in the pew in the back to catch up on sleep. And I feel like if I had seen Eternals in the theater, I would have fallen. Like I would take an opportunity to have a 2-hour nap. Okay. I have faith. I'm just saying that when I was in basic training and I lost so much sleep during the week, I would go to, and I was only one of 3 Lutherans in the entire group. We would go to church and we were like the early ones to go. I'd go and sit in the back pew and just nod off like this.
Mara.
I know, I'm just solely judged, but I did that.
I'm judging you.
I know. I just fell asleep in the pew. See, we were only 3, and our military instructor did not come with us because he had to stick around to basically watch over the rest of us. So basically, we were honor code. We went to church. Obviously, went to the church pretty much, and I didn't sleep the whole time, but I would take the opportunity during the sermon to nod off. So I'm just saying, I did that. And I feel like if I were to see Eternals in theater, I would have done the same thing. I would have done the same thing. I'm a heathen. Yes, I'm a heathen. I'm a heathen Protestant. Don't you judge me. Anyway. So, there's that. But anyway, it took Bob Iger this long. It's like, this is like basically just reportedly canning these projects. You have Deadpool Wolverine currently set to release July 26th. I don't know if I'm going to see that in theaters or not. The first trailer did not grab me. But everything else reportedly has been canned.
I'm surprised that they were... excuse me. I'm surprised that they were planning on an Ant-Man 4. Like, really?
Mm-hmm.
An Ant-Man 4?
Yeah, I'm
really invested in the character of Ant-Man to go and see a fourth Ant-Man movie. I don't think so. He was like I want to say like a C member of the Avengers, right? His movies were okay, but they weren't great and incredible. He wasn't like a popular character that would warrant an Ant-Man 4. Thor, okay, I can see Thor because, you know, Chris Hemsworth just has that star power, and you know, people would go see Thor for Chris Hemsworth, right? Like I can see that. But really, Ant-Man 4, and also like it ended on the villain being Kang, and if they're not going, they're doing away with the Kang storyline, what would be the Ant-Man 4? Oh, maybe it would be Ant-Man, you know, retiring and assigning, you know, his whatever, all of his hero duties to Cassie. The character that people freaking hated. She was so insufferable. Captain Marvel 3 obviously is not going to get made. I mean, seriously. The Marvels was garbage. It was trash.
I don't remember. I the only thing I remember from the Marvels were the litter of kittens just eating people to help them escape. That's it. So that whole scene where like the Flurkins or whatever they're called were eating people to help, like, so basically people could get evacuated.
I think it's funny, like Bob Iger said to have personally shut down the Eternal sequel. It's like, Bob, why are you so slow with these projects? Like, why are you so slow to cancel them? Like, come on. It would have been a guaranteed bomb. That's also very telling. Yeah. Okay, it's also very, very telling because he's just like, Marvel just does not have the power that it once had, right? It doesn't have the momentum that it once had, to where Bob Iger knows that these movies, if made, will be guaranteed bombs. They are scrambling at Disney, they're scrambling at Marvel because Marvel just is in the dumps right now. I think that it took them, because they have such inflated egos, and they were just so used to just riding this Marvel high, right? This Marvel wave of Marvel
could do no wrong.
Great, you know, everywhere, right? All these movies would make money and make money. Disney Plus killed Marvel, honestly. Like it killed it. Nobody's going to watch hours of a Disney Plus show to keep up with the Marvel timeline. Nobody's going to watch it, right? No. It killed it. Like these overly saturated shows that are shitting all over these characters that we absolutely fell in love with. People hate it. People really hate it. Hiring all of these shitty writers to work on these Marvel shows and Marvel properties that they don't even care about or like. All right, they don't read Marvel comics. They could care less. All they want to do is insert themselves and their identities and what they believe in into these shows. They don't care about these shows, and they damn well don't care about the audience. Like She-Hulk is proof of that, where they are just laughing at the audience at a point in time. They're laughing, you know, in interviews, right? They're making fun of the audience in She-Hulk. So,
which is exactly what the audience
people that don't care. You're hiring all these people that don't care. You're hiring activists who only want to see like a change in Marvel. They don't want to adapt these stories as they should be adapted. They want to change them and insert whatever they want, whatever they're campaigning for, right? Whatever they're activists for into the Marvel properties. And it killed Marvel.
My guess is Agatha's already been filmed, so basically they would be taking a loss no matter what.
I think they're not going to cancel it because I think it's already been made.
Yeah, I'm saying it's like it's already been filmed, so it's like if they were to cancel it, they'd be taking like more of a
They
loss. than
probably
would
should
if
shelve
they were to
it,
go-
you know, like they
least-
did the Batgirl movie or Batgirl. Yeah, they should probably just cancel it and take a tax write off. They shouldn't come out with it, but who knows?
So,
Who knows?
but there it is. There it is. But anyway, I just like wanted to touch on that because I just found it funny that reportedly Bob Iger personally is canning these projects. I'm like, really? All right, it took you long enough, but I guess even a slow kid figures out how to open a door. So there it is. But that's what the topics I had pretty much. So Matt Walsh proving once again, like, you know, like I don't care about the man either way, but the fact that he's like stepping into talk about something that he knows nothing about, I was like, yeah. So don't opine on something that you have little knowledge of. The Crow reboot does not, in my opinion, does not look good. I'm not impressed with that trailer. I'm going to watch another trailer that comes out, but I'm not impressed with the current trailer. Then you have the Red Sonja movie that's pretty much dead before arrival, given what the lead actress has said about the women empowered and male gaze bullshit. And now finally you have projects that have been personally canceled by Bob Iger that would be seen as box office bombs. So there is that. So now let's talk dirty to us, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you to those who sent $50 super sticker and super chats. I kind of needed that, especially after the Crow trailer. But yeah, pretty much, pretty much, ladies and gentlemen. So next week, it should be on Steph's channel.
Yes,
it should be on Steph's channel. And I'm getting ready to play D&D. That's gonna be my Sunday afternoon. Yes, we are currently taking full fucking advantage, at least I am, on the male gaze.
That's right.
I'm taking full.
That's right.
advantage.
If you come and watch my gaming streams, you absolutely know that we take full advantage of the male gaze on those streams.
And as I'm saying this, Spirian sends a $50 super stickers with the hippo that levels up. Thank you so much. And I have to open up this new one because I finished the other one given with that Crow trailer.
Spirian, take 4 gulps for Spirian. All right. Oh, she's gonna down that bottle. Down the bottle for Spirian.
Okay, hold on. Ready? Ready, chat?
Down it. Swallow it in 1 gulp. Come on, I know you can do it.
It's actually pretty damn good. Both those bottles are gone. Both are gone.
Everyone's saying I'm a bad influence. Hey, that's that. Mara, we're gonna
You
go.
have not seen. Look, you think Steph is a bad influence? I got stories to tell you from my time in the military. Right? Anyway, I had to play D&D, so I had to have my wits about me a little bit. But anyway, Steph, let everybody know where they can find you and all that fun stuff. Anything you have coming up.
Y'all can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Kick, and Twitch. I am getting everything set up here, so hopefully I can do a late night stream tonight. I'm hoping that I can do that. If I can't do it today, then my streams will definitely 100% restart tomorrow. And yeah, I had to set up my computer in a different spot. So everything will be brand new, kind of, not really. It's actually going to look the exact same. But I'll be ready to stream.
New, kind of. No, not really.
Not really. It's going to look the same. But yeah, you can follow me there. And yeah, we do a lot of male gazing. Okay. I'm just saying, do a lot of male gaze. We do a lot of drinking that I don't mind. I don't mind about that. I don't mind that at all. No. But yeah, streams will resume. Streams will resume hopefully this evening. If I already checked everything and everything is connected. I just have to the reason I'm off camera is because my internet isn't great, so I have to go pick up an Ethernet cable from the store. I already ordered it. I just have to go pick it up and plug in. So hopefully everything's fixed.
And thank you for the $5 super chat from iKill. Says yes, the Professor Spout actress turned down a role in Agatha because she doesn't like America. Well, I wasn't exactly a fan of my time in Mildenhall, UK, but I don't.
Dude,
Bitch.
Professor Sprout needs to
Hungry.
shut the fuck up, okay?
I-
I'm getting tired of her talking shit about, Harry Potter fans. Like, seriously, she's like, you got to grow up already. If your ball's dropped, you have to let it go. Like, shut the fuck up. All right? Imagine, look, this all started because this is the reason, honestly, this is the reason the conversation started. Because, like, a reporter asked her, how do you feel about these people who have been so inspired by Harry Potter? And she just completely started to talk shit about this couple who had a Harry Potter wedding and asked her to do a cameo, right? You know what those cameos are, right?
Yeah. I got.
Right?
I
They
had one
pay
gifted to
you.
me by.
They pay you to do like a video for them. Okay, that's pretty much what happened. So she did. They paid her to do a cameo for. Imagine being that couple. All right. Imagine being that couple that gave this woman money to be a part of their special day, and then her using them as an example of like, y'all need to just let Harry Potter go. Like grow up. Seriously.
The only thing I agree with her about, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here, so like, do not come at me, chat, is the fact that like the stories themselves are directly geared to children. That's it. That's the only thing I agree with her about because the characters themselves are
inherently darker and grow.
I'm saying
the stories get darker and grow with the characters.
Yeah, but they're 18 when it ends, essentially, so they're still technically children. I'm just saying that.
These are
but at the same time, the stories
very
themselves,
dark themes.
the stories themselves, if people love them, I don't fucking care. I really don't care. People love Harry Potter. I have feeling like, I like, you could say the same thing about Star Wars.
Even the camera is disagreeing with Mara because it's going blurry on her. All right.
You can say the same thing about people said the same thing about Star Wars. All right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So.
But yeah, she's just like, y'all got to grow up already. This is for kids. It's like, shut the fuck up, lady. She's like, I worry about them. It's like, we're fine. We're doing fine. Okay. Harry Potter was a huge part of our childhood. Some people like love the franchise so much that they have Harry Potter themed weddings, and it's just a way to include something that you absolutely loved growing up into your special day. Like why don't you see that? Like, and she's just like, I worry about them. We're okay, right? We're totally fine. Shut up.
Yeah. So, but there's
that. Oh.
But there's that.
I would be so mad if I was that couple at the wedding. Like, we gave this bitch money? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I had a cameo gifted to me with Steve Downes, the voice of Master Chief. And like that right there, like that is the example of what you do as far as like Steve Downes, what you do, like you thank basically you thank the person, you act as the character of sorts, and you like a thank, like basically a thank you. Not what Miriam did. Not with that woman.
No, that's not what she did at all. I imagine that after she sent that cameo, she talked so much shit about that couple. Like, that's what I imagine, right? Especially if it's like the first thing that she thinks about when they asked her, like, how does it feel to be a part of a franchise that's inspirational to so many people? Oh my God, these people need to grow up. Dude, this couple had a Harry Potter wedding and we did a cameo for them. Oh my God. Can you imagine? She even talked about their wedding night. She's like, can you imagine their wedding night? Oh, I don't even want to think about it. It's like, why are you talking about their wedding night? Bitch, these people paid you.
Why are you even
They paid you to be a part of their wedding. Stop talking shit.
I'm saying, why are you even thinking about it in the first place? Who cares? Just say you appreciate it. Hope they had a beautiful wedding. Happy to like bring joy to your lives with an IP that has inspired you so much, and you move the fuck on. That's what you do.
Yeah. Instead, she started to just talk shit. It's like, get out of here, bitch. You know what? I don't like your character anymore. Okay.
Like, she was a herbology professor.
I hope someone removed your earmuffs when they're potting mandrakes. Like,
yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
I hope you lose your earmuffs, you bitch. Anyway, I gotta sign off, ladies and gentlemen, because I got D&D in about 20 minutes. I'll be playing with Lady G for a little while, so that's going to be a blast. And then I'll be watching and modding for the Halo stream later on tonight that Lethal does with John Connors, if you're still in the chat, Lady G, and Mike, and maybe one other person. I don't know. It kind of changes week to week who's going to be on, but those four I know definitely will be on. So I'll be like watching that stream and modding this evening for that. And then tomorrow I will be live on my Kick at Jade Shadow with more Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So you have my mods in the chat have been dropping the links for both Steph and myself, so come check that out. Like follow us both on Kick, and I do still stream on Twitch. It's rarely, but I do still stream on Twitch periodically, and I do watch parties on my Discord. Yesterday I did a watch party of Batman and Robin per Trey's request. I'm fully throwing you under the bus for that, Trey, but he did request Batman and Robin. So we did a watch party of that. So I do watch parties every other weekend because I think people just need an escape. Just need a little bit of an escape at the end of the week every so often because we deal with enough cringe in the week. I want to bring at least a little bit of relaxation. All right. A little bit of like at least happiness in a way to individuals and just a way to relax. Yes. Boo this man. Boo this man. Yes, he requested Batman and Robin. But I did enjoy watching Batman and Robin with Trey and Cowman and Gigawatt and Gravy D and everyone that like showed up to watch that movie. It was a blast. It was arguably a blast. So take care, everyone. We'll be on Steph's channel next week. Have a good rest of your day or evening, depending on where you are in the world. And I will see you all next time. Peace.
Bye, one. Bye.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.